All right. All righty then. Oh, beauty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here. I'm just still kind of hiding. I don't really want to be seen today, so I'm hiding behind the camera. That's what happens when you are the owner of the channel. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I have decided to go live because it's either that or I'm going to... it's either that I'm going to tattoo myself. And I'm like, okay, you just need to go live and, like, you know, channel some energy, and that's what I'm going to do. Because apparently I've got quite a bit of energy. And it's Friday night. Hold on, I'm trying to think of a better way to do the camera. Because it's going to... If you guys stay... Like, there we go. Okay. You stay on my table, you're just going to be bouncing like this. I have so much energy. All right, let's do this. We're going to see what the energy is saying today. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It has been a wonderful day here, that's for sure. Wonderful energy, wonderful day. Okay. I'm kind of in my pajamas as well, so don't need to see that. All right, there we go. It's a beautiful day. All right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is current energy, what's going on, what's going around you. Might have a couple messages come through the ether today. I'm not quite sure. I always like to do that. Oh, I gotta take my hair down. All right. Oops. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Hello, hello. We haven't pulled any cards yet. I'm almost there. Whoa. New beginnings, expansion. We're in some absolutely fantastic energy right now. I feel like the storm is over, you know what I mean? New beginnings, new buds. Earth, peace, and grounding. What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? Bonjour. All right, let's see what we're getting told here. So much in these cards. Like, so I kind of feel like there's light on the horizon. Like this, the sun is just, I don't think it's setting. I think it's rising. And I think a new cycle is happening. And it's just about to, like, pop off. Like, the buds, you know, once it hits that bud stage, and it's like, it's not going to take very long to flower. And the flowers are already here. So it's already beginning. Something's already beginning. Peace and grounding. It's like you can finally maybe see something. There's roots in this. So like there's something that you've been growing for a while. Energy, leadership, creativity. And then protection, banishing negativity. So I think something was really bad around you for quite a while. Okay. Obviously, energy is trying to keep you back, hold you back. And you grounded the shit out of your energy and started to protect yourself. Or spirit is like, you need to definitely protect yourself because there is some very negative energy around you. There really is. And if there's expansion that's just about to happen, then you would want to get rid of this energy so then it doesn't corrupt it doesn't corrupt the energy. I've been doing a lot of protection spells. Like, not just one, not two, many. Almost fucking a protection spell a day. Sometimes 3, 4 protection spells a day. To keep whatever is going on out there away from me. I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay, so what are we going on here? King of Wands, making shit happen. That's the leadership. 3 of Swords, expansion after heartache. Okay, so doing something after a pretty bad wound. Hierophant in reverse. Could have got a divorce, separation, 6 of Swords, moved on, moved away from something, and it really hurt. So it takes, after you take a hard hit like that, it's not easy to get started again. So now it's like, now you've grounded, or you are about to ground. Like, I don't know if this is future, but I feel like your grounding is done. I feel like the grounding is done. Once you do your grounding, it's like you can see the future, right? 9 of Wands in reverse. You don't have to fight anymore once you just allow yourself to see what you've been blocking. Because you've been healing. Like, when you're healing, you tend to block a lot of shit. You'll block people. You'll block yourself going to events. You'll block yourself from speaking. You'll block yourself from eating. Like, there's a lot of things that you'll do when you're in healing, because it's like you just don't want to start anything that you can't finish because you're fucked up, right? Healing's a really fucked up, like, chapter of your life. And then, like, with the Hierophant in reverse, like, that's not a good, that's betrayal. Somebody could have, like, left you in the middle of the night, took your kid away from you. And now it's like, now you're going to go and make your move somewhere else. And, like, that's a big deal, What's this banishing negativity? I think you are protected. I do feel like if you are throwing protection out there, it's definitely working, or Spirit is saying, you might want to throw some protection out there. 2 of Wands. Got some decision making. There's the Emperor and the 4 of Pentacles. So the Emperor is looking at the 2 of Wands. So it's like, somebody knows they have to make a decision. They got to move. They got to move on something. And they're holding back. So maybe this is somebody around you, or maybe this is you, you're holding back from making this move. And Spirit's like, you don't have to fight anymore. So whatever it is that you're holding back with, like, you could maybe, like, just not want to get a job right away or something like that, because the way you've been treated and the way you're always treated, and you've got to pack up and go all the time, and it hurts, the way that people treat you. People are awful out there. Ooh, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. And then with the 9 of Cups. So the world is kind of like, I don't know, man. I think they're giving you a wish. I think they're giving you a couple wishes. Because of this betrayal. I don't think you caused this 3 of Swords. I think this 3 of Swords was somebody else. I think they said a few things that really have cut deep. So the universe now is, like, giving you this wheel. There's strength. You could be Leo. Ooh, 6 of Cups. And then 9 of Cups. So okay, so I'm getting this part where it was in the office, and Pam breaks up with Roy and then starts to date him again. And somebody says something about her or whatever. And Pam goes, I think it shows a lot of maturity that we're back together, even though we didn't get married, and even that, like, it shows that we've moved forward. And even though they don't last, that's not really what they're actually saying, right? It's like maybe somebody has a choice to make, okay, and they're going back into the past. They're going back to do something. And it shows a lot of strength that they can go back and do this, because that's really where they want to be. So it's like, I don't know if you missed an opportunity in the past, or there was an opportunity that you wanted when you were a kid, right? Something that you wanted to do when you were a kid, or like somebody that you knew when you were a kid. And it's like, you want to go back and do that. That's what you want to do. You got tricked into all that other shit. I just got that Friends episode when Ross, he got tricked into doing everything. Okay. That's what happened to you. Like, I don't think this is you. Like, I don't think this is you in that ship with that kid. I think that's somebody else. I think that's somebody else, like, moving away from you and breaking, a bond that they weren't supposed to break. Could you imagine? I couldn't imagine having a kid and like getting home from work or waking up in the morning and they were gone. Like, oh my God, I feel like my heart would just break. Like, I wake up in the middle of the night and check on my snakes. It's like I check if they're breathing. Like, sometimes I'll be like, can you just move a little bit just so I know you're alive? Like, is it too cold in here? Like, have I killed you? Like, if my kid was, and I don't have kids, and if I look on my snakes every night to make sure that they're sleeping in their beds, I can only imagine what fucking parents do with their kids. And like, to come home and your kid is gone. Like, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like, your heart would drop. Like, my heart would drop. Like, oh, I have thought about, like, I have set up surveillance in my house because I'm terrified that because they already happened. People already have broken into my place, which is why I set up the cameras. I'm like, if somebody touches one of my fucking snakes, I swear to God, because somebody was coming up here and fondling them when they were babies. They were taking them out, and this is when I didn't have cameras. And I would come home and my snakes would be different. And I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Like I don't touch them. I don't take them out. I don't do that shit. We have our own way of them coming out of their enclosures and them doing what they want to do. And sometimes they want to be touched and sometimes they don't. And that's the respect that I have with them and, all this shit. And for somebody to break my boundaries, break into my house and go and touch my fucking snakes when I don't even do that, I was like, surveillance immediately. I went right to the camera store. I fucking set up Ring cams everywhere. Are you kidding? Fool me once, shame on me, because I'm new at this. Sometimes things happen and that's how you learn, but you will not fucking fool me twice. Okay? Look at that. Death in reverse with this 7 of Cups. And I feel like that's the thing, is like, you're not going to let death happen. Like I almost feel like what you had to hold back, I feel like you could have possibly held back from killing somebody for doing something to you. And honestly, I have to say, I wouldn't have blamed you. Okay. Like, I don't think society would blame you for doing that, because there's a lot of shit here that I think that you don't know about that somebody did that was along with this like 3 of Swords shit. So to want to go back in time and do something else, no wonder. I don't really give free messages there, okay? Maybe at the end I don't really pull free cards though, okay, buddy? There is a dog that won't stop barking. All right. Let me see if Spirit has anything else to say with this message. Whoa. I had a feeling. Okay. Moth. Mystery, concealment, illusion. Then we have walking stuff, support, encouragement. We have the Sun, healing energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. And we have So, planning, setting intention, and optimism. Okay, so the Soul was in reverse, and so was the Staff. Okay, so the thing is that I feel like somebody is like not I don't know if whoever this person is, whatever they want to do, okay, possibly, it's like, get encouragement on it as you go through the journey, okay? Because you'll find a lot of healing energy in what you're about to do. Okay. And the thing is, like, sometimes we don't even realize the things that are going to happen because we hide themselves. We hide it from ourselves. We conceal things from our own self so then we don't get too excited about something, or so we don't lose the reason why we're doing it to begin with. Right? Because when all of a sudden, when you're in school and you're just about to finish, or you're just about, and then all of a sudden you start thinking about all the money that you're going to make, right? You can't let that be the motivation all the time. Like, you still have to want to do it. And I think that's why it's like, in the end, you go back to doing something else, because it's not about the money. Like, the money will be there. That's the thing. You already know how to make money. So regardless, if it doesn't work, you know how to make money. So it's like, I mean, you should take a risk when you can take a risk, because there's always minimum wage jobs out there. There's always jobs that you can get as a fallback if it doesn't work. If you don't do things, I find if I don't do things, the more I miss out on so much, because jobs will be there. They're always there. But taking time to do what you truly love, and then actually, putting the time and the effort into it, and figuring out that you love it even more than what you thought you did before, is like, how can somebody take that away from you? Like, of course, you can go and get money. Not everybody can make money off the things they really want to do right away. So that's why it's like, get the unimportant jobs, or use your savings. Like, why is it even there? I mean, if you have savings plus a credit card, you're kind of just fooling yourself. Like, you don't need both. Okay, let's be real. You do not need both. So spend a little bit of the savings if this is what makes sense, right? Because sometimes, I mean, to heal yourself, to go and do something that you've held back from yourself for so long, heals you in ways you wouldn't understand, which then begins to support you again, which then turns on your ability to want to make money again. So if you do take a little time off, and you do decide, right, that like it's more important to do this as opposed to go and bust your ass because you do have savings, or you do have, a little bit of a cushion, I mean, I think that's better than doing nothing at all, than just thinking about it all the time. Because, like, what does that get you? I'm like, I can't think about this shit anymore. I can't even think about which movie I want to watch. I just go for it now. And you know what I realized? I like guy movies. I watched Extraction last night. Fucking great movie. Oh yeah, John Wick 2. I don't know what movies I like. So now I'm just watching movies where dudes kick the shit out of other dudes. And I'm like, I like this. It's violent. No one's crying. I don't have to see somebody's baby die, or somebody's fucking spouse is cheating on. It's just so stupid. It's like, in those movies, if somebody cheats on somebody, then they get killed. And it's like, I like that version way better than the stupid other versions that those women like. Fuck that. I'm trying to figure out what I like, because I can't think about anything anymore. It's like, the thinking is what's fucking me, Like, that's what'll fuck you, is the thinking, right? You just think and think. You drive yourself crazy with thoughts that are just stupid. So just stop. And actually, you know what helps? Chlorella. I brought this up the other day. And it's just this plant-based fucking shit that you buy online, or at whatever, wherever you can find it. And it helps remove metal from, like, your head and shit. But, like, metal poisoning comes from everywhere, so you can't avoid it. But you can start to eliminate the years that it's been building up in your head. And I find when I start getting confused, that's when the metal is kind of, it's getting high in my head. So I have to start busting chlorella again, because I don't take it every day, but I do take it in, like, bunches, where I'll go like 4 or 5 times in a week, and then I'll stop for a couple days. And like the clarity that comes to my head is redonkulous. It really is. Like, I don't know if I just have like pure metal poisoning my whole life. I don't really know. I mean, I wrap everything in aluminum foil. Like, I'm probably fucking dying, but that little bit of chlorella helps suddenly, just like my airway and all my brain waves just work again. Like, neutrons are firing again. It's crazy what happens in your head. So it's like, I feel like maybe that could help you. Like, get out of your head, stop thinking about everything and do something, right? It's like, it's the doing that gets so much done. If you just sit and in this energy all the time, it's like, you're never going to get anywhere. Like, you can't just sit in death, right? Because you have to transition through death. You can't just sit at death's door. You have to invigorate it some way. You have to use it in some way. You have to get rid of old things, right? You have to get rid of old toys and old things that don't suit you anymore, and fill your mind up with better things and better books and, you know, like better arts and crafts and better things that enlighten you, you know, like everywhere, every day I find is like, if you're not excited about something in your day, then I think you're living your life very wrong. And even if you just get excited to go put your hands in soil at the end of the day, like I knew this one lady, she used to be like 300 pounds and she lost a lot of weight and then she wanted to keep the weight off. So she would have to drive, and she lived in bumfuck nowhere. So she'd have to drive 45 minutes to get to the gym. She worked out at the gym before she met all of her students at school. So she was a teacher. She had to be at work at like 8. So she said she would leave the house at 5 a.m. to get to the gym by 6, to work out for an hour, to then get ready to go to work. And I know for a fact that was her favorite fucking part of the day, was driving and getting to the gym. It motivated her to do her entire day, even though she had to get up at 5 a.m. I was like, 5 a.m. Like, shit, that's the crack of dawn, bitch. And she's like, honestly, once you start doing it, it's no different than waking up at any other time. You just go to bed earlier. Like, there was these one days, like, honestly, in the winter, because of how dark it gets, I was going to bed at like 7 o'clock and waking up at like 5 a.m. No fucking shame in that. I mean, if you got to go to sleep early, you got to go to sleep early. I mean, you're still getting your sleep even though you wake up early. And plus, I always find in the winter or even in the summer, that 5 a.m. wake up is like, beating the sun is magical. It really is. It's this whole other time before the sun comes up. Okay, so like maybe that's what it is. It's like finding your time before the sun comes up, or like giving yourself motivation to do something else so then you can continue to work and be happy. Because if you're working and you're not happy, then you're gonna want to fucking die soon. And if that's the case, then it's like, you know, the world is going to like start screaming and pulling you down off the bridge, you know, like, please stop, sir. We'll do anything, you know. I find finding healthy things to sow, but you have to be ready to sow the seeds that, you know, good old God gives you, because when they give you seeds to sow, because they know what you're going to do with them in the future. Like, it's a big deal. Like, they're trusting you with something. When the universe trusts you with something, like, that's what I mean. I don't know who did this person. I don't know who did you wrong or like who this person was or something, but like they did something that was against the like fucking constitutional human rights. Like, they did something that just wasn't right, but you didn't counteract because you didn't get in trouble. So just because they did something, it doesn't mean, like, retaliation is so stupid when it's not necessary. Honestly, oh, look at that bottom of, look, I always grab the deck of cards and I always seem to forget one, or I can't grab the last one. I don't like to drag my nails because I always paint them. I'm like, the fucking world. That's why I do shit, 'cause there's always a card on the bottom of the deck that wants to be seen. And like, yo, this cycle is done. It's done. You're transitioning cycles. So that's a pretty big deal. Look at, and now the Fool just jumped out. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines, because you are ready to start a whole other journey. It's going to be like fucking wake up call. These next few days of videos popping off are going to be awesome if you're riding that wave of like doing something that you've been waiting kind of like a long time for it to work out. So, all right. Okay, next reading. Take a rest, see what does it. Ooh. Scranton, the Electric City. I just heard that song. Oh. So. Okay, with the moon. Ooh, marijuana in reverse. And the Book of Answers in reverse. You're about to get no peace. I don't know if someone's coming to you to get some answers. Like, quick. You don't see it because they're not saying anything to you. Two sides. Or someone's about to be really nice to you and they come straight at you, or they come to you. Look at God. When I mention him, I swear to God, he comes out. See, I swear to God, he fucking comes out every time. He's a whore like that. You know him. And then the eyeglasses in reverse. Okay, so it's almost like I kind of feel like, ooh, no, you do not see this at all. Okay, so somebody that's around you, okay, is on a different side than you think they are, okay? And maybe you think that they don't like you because of something, but they actually have no idea what the fuck is going on. So they have no answers at all. And you know what? The assumption card didn't come out. And I'm kind of like, I'm impressed with that, because I kind of feel like, no, this person that's inquiring about you did not make assumptions about you. Okay, like, and that's good, because I mean, to make assumptions is weak, because you to leave the situation without answers and to not make up those answers just to make yourself feel better is like, that's above all knowledge. Okay, that's like fucking monk shit. Okay, people, that's hard level to reach. Okay, that's why it's probably God's plan, God's organized destruction, to get to somehow this person. I don't know if I think maybe this person figured that they would never come back in your life again, ever. They never saw it. Okay. They've never been nice to you. They've never been chill with you. I think maybe could be an ex-boyfriend. You know, with the marijuana card in reverse, I'm like, clearly there's like some beef. There's some, you know, like you wouldn't share a joint with this person as of right now. You wouldn't want to smoke weed with them, right? Because they're lightning. They are on fire. And it's like beyond on fire. They're the thing that starts fire. They're the thing that's already on fire. It doesn't even need anything to cause absolute destruction. It just needs itself. So I don't know if that's your energy, but I feel like it's their energy. And maybe they're angry that they have no answers. Maybe they're coming at you because they're pissed off they don't have any answers. Maybe you're going to find somebody. Okay? And what up? It's like I feel like it's one of those things that maybe somebody took a really long time to find you, and now that they found you, they're coming to you for answers because something has pissed them off about something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this lightning is about. I don't know if maybe that's just, it's going to happen fast. Ooh, but like, look at evil distractions. Okay. Evil distractions, which makes me think that like somebody has hatred towards you and maybe they don't know. Maybe somebody thinks you did something and it's all over your Facebook or your social media or something. Look at signs. Like, it's hard. Oh, there it is. Yay, signs. Okay. It's like somebody has seen something different. It's like they were told something and they looked on your profile and they're like, that's so far wrong what this person told them. They got some very bad information on you. And like, they didn't even assume anything. So they went looking for signs. They found some bad answers and some, I don't know, man. I think there's some people out there that do not like you. And it's not because you're evil. It's because you're not on their side. They're on a different side than you. And that pisses them off. So they've been keeping this person away from you because they want to keep that person on that side. But it's that like, hey Rover, fucking come on over. Like this person wants to go on the light side. And I think they've been waiting for a long fucking time to get back, I don't know, into your good graces or like find you again, or I don't know. Seems like they weren't seeing something clearly. And like maybe they did take a lot of shit out on you. They took a lot of anger out on you. They did something. And it was all because of this evilness that surrounds who you are, that you're not like people, and that, I can't say it any different. That like, how can you get mad at somebody for the way that they are? It's like getting mad, and I don't think this is how it is, but it could be. It's like a bunch of fucking, a bunch of Satanists walking outside of a church, and one of their group members sees you walking out of the church. And it's like something that they never thought possible. They didn't think that something could walk out of a church and look like that. So they're like, maybe I don't want to play with these guys anymore and like do this blood shit and this evil shit. And I want to go on your side. Like now I'm getting Lawless, when he starts hitting up the fucking preacher's girl, right? And he's on the other side. But then what ends up happening? He turns his whole family legit. That's the thing. So it's like, you got to realize sometimes when you're going down the wrong road that, okay, yeah, you can be the tough guy and keep doing things fucking your way or whatever, but you can also realize, hey, there's another side to go. And if the chicks are as hot as that, I'd like to go on that side, right? It's like, maybe it's something like that. I don't know. Private property in reverse with Kiss the Girls. I don't know, but I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm kind of thinking that this person wants to kiss you, and now there's like no, the property is not blocked anymore. Like they have access to you now. Like they didn't have access to you then, but they do now. And it's going to get, it's this, think of it this way. I think this person has been so pent up. I heard 10 years, so pent up. Right? That energy that's going to come out of them when they see you is going to be like, no wonder they got the lightning card. I feel sorry for this person. Like that's like believing your whole life to be a lie and being like, you all fucking lied to me. Like that's huge. Like that's not okay. I don't know, man. It's like living in the dirt and they don't let you up the hill. And once you get up the hill, you'll see that there's grass everywhere. It's like somebody keeping you from something, and that's awful. What the fuck? Guilt trip? Yep. Like the Amish, guilt tripping you, telling you can't go anywhere or the whole family's going to fall apart, right? Mother Nature's wrath with Bagul. Okay, so there has been definitely some manipulation here, okay, to the point where I don't know if your parents, okay, it could be something like your parents, you start dating somebody or you like somebody, and once your parents meet them, they're like, are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck away from me. You're never to fucking touch them again. It's something kind of like that. And then they guilt trip you about it, right? Like now I'm getting that movie, The Notebook, and he's really poor and she's super rich. And the mother is like, no, you cannot date him. And she's like, why? And the mother, all the mother say is because he's trash. Why? Because he doesn't have his fucking bank account's not full of fucking ridiculous fucking corrupt money like maybe your husband's. Like it's so like it's I don't know. There's some fucking wrath coming through me, and like I'm telling you, I don't know why. Like this is energy, okay? This is energy. This is what happens when you keep people away from people. Evil distractions. That's like, okay. another analogy. A partner breaks up with you because fucking Mrs. New Boobs fucking moves into the area and takes your boyfriend. Okay, also your boyfriend's super weak for just, dating somebody with a bigger chest than you, but whatever. We'll get to that another day. Anyways, then he realizes he makes a stupid move because he was an idiot, right? But now he can't get you back because now he's with fucking Mrs. New Boobs. Okay, so now he gets evilly distracted by the boobs. Okay, somebody's distracted by somebody's chest or somebody's sex or their body or their ass or their fucking dick. Somebody's obsessed with something, and that's the evil distraction. And it's like, that's why when they see this other person, it's like, but I was told that everything had to be done this way. And it's like, listen, every woman does things differently, okay? It ain't a rule out there for nobody to do anything the same way another bitch fucking does it, okay? We ain't no trifling ass hoes. We change it up, okay? So somebody is definitely is pissed off, okay? Somebody's pissed off, and there's the star card because they're being guided towards something else. And they were kept away from it for so long under illusion. Evil distraction illusion. And now it's like, I think this motherfucker got some new glasses, okay? Because now we've got the switch around, literally, okay, with the 4-leaf clover, look at that, and then with horrible choice. So I feel like this person gets to, it's not relive it, but it's almost like they get to get another chance from this horrible choice that they made. Because sometimes people think once they make the horrible choice that no one's ever going to forgive them. Fuck you, go to hell, you can never see me again. But at the same time, if you want to get back into somebody's life, no matter how much you fucked up, if you're determined to do it, I can guarantee you, no matter what you did and no matter how long ago you did it, and it doesn't even matter what the fuck it was, you can get anybody back. It really, you could have murdered her fucking family, and I bet you any money, you could probably still get her back. It might take 10 years and full incarceration, but let me tell you, you might be able to get her back, okay? Because that's the thing. If you want to try that hard, there's nothing that will stop anybody. Okay, you physically have to even get into another relationship, marry off. This person still would try for you. Okay, because that's the thing. If they don't want to give up, they're never going to. Okay, so you can try to keep people away from each other as much as you can, but if it's a fucking evil distraction, it's never gonna last. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if they have kids with the evil bitch, with Mrs. New Boobs. It doesn't matter because she's gonna be yesterday's news, just like one day in the past, just like you were. Okay, like, lest we not forget, what goes around comes around. If you were a part of something that began kind of fucked up, realize that the way that it ends is gonna kind of be fucked up until you start the journey fucking properly and not as some like side bitch or, some evil hoe or, right? 2 of Cups in reverse, because I really feel like the distraction is being escorted out. This person can't drink the juice anymore. It's just not, it's gross juice now. They're over it. They've changed their palate. There's delusional. They're not delusional anymore. It's delusional in reverse. They might have been delusional, right? Because somebody came and fucking fucked with them, fucked with their vision, fucked with, might have did something to them, made them think that they really liked them and wanted them, but really they didn't. It was just, I don't know, they got something from it. They got something from taking your person away from you. I don't know exactly who this person was, and I don't really know what the relationship is, but like someone's coming back around. And that's what you call second chances. People deserve second chances. They really do. If it's God's plan. If they're sincere about it, people make stupid decisions. They make dumb fucking choices sometimes. And I feel like if everybody got held up to that standard of making a stupid decision, one stupid decision, and having it last for the rest of your life, I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody should be held for something like that. Right? I mean, it depends what you decided to do, but like, I kind of feel like everybody deserves to be forgiven. But I'm not you. So yeah, you cannot swear. All right, let's see. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. So far, this has been a very interesting message. Woo! Okay. I'm freaking getting all heated right now. I don't know what this message is about. It's increasing my body temperature. That's for sure. Oh, this is why. Ha! Oh my god, look at what fell on the ground. The fire occurred. Like, I feel like my fucking body is on fire. Like, Jesus. High priestess, high priest, responsibility. With Wiccan raid, ethos, and familiar guardian. Okay. Honestly, I kind of feel like somebody's familiar, like somebody's pet at home, is being mistreated. Someone's like burning them, burning their paws, or burning their hair, and it's going against the Wiccan red, you know, like things that you're not supposed to do. You know, thou shalt not burn my animal while I'm at work. And with the high priest, high priestess, I feel like, you know, you have a right to know this. Like, this is really weird. Like, I feel like you would want to know that this is happening. Like somebody that you're intimate with, or somebody that, I don't know, you could have like a dog walker that like you dated at one point, or that you slept with or something, could be like hurting your dog when they take them out. They're doing something that they're not supposed to. And the thing is that I think you know that, remember when I said that somebody was breaking into my house, and I know for a fact that they were handling my snakes, and my snakes were babies at the time, like brand new fresh babies, and I would fucking knew that there was something wrong when I would come home, and I would be gone for a long time. It's like, you know, when your animal's not acting right, especially if you're super close with them, you've had them for a while, you know how they act. They're acting a certain way that they don't. And I think it's because somebody is really, really fucking angry around you. It's like you're not, yeah, they're doing something right now in winter when they go outside. And now I'm getting, oh my God, you know that movie, Prisoners? When he's watching Paul Dano before he kidnaps him, and Paul he's walking the dog, and then he hangs the dog by the leash. You know that fucking part? Oof, I don't know. I think this is definitely a warning. Like, it's not easy to just get another dog walker or something like that, but the universe is definitely like, you might, if you feel this way, then you might have an abusive person around you. There also could be somebody that, now my nose is getting itchy. There could be somebody that's putting poison down around in your garden, and that's because your cat is outside or something like that, and they want them to make the animal sick. So it could be something like that. Like, fucking neighbors do that. My one of the girls that I worked with, she woke up. She would always feed the squirrels, and she woke up one day and all the squirrels were fucking dead. There was like 7 or 8 of them fucking basically on their front lawn. And she found out that the neighbor next door was feeding them poisoning them because they were eating his plants or something like that. And she called the cops and shit. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Like, fuck if I know. I don't know. There's justice in reverse. I'm like, I don't really know what's going to come out to say anymore about this, but obviously justice in reverse. Like, somebody's doing something against the law they're not supposed to be doing, and they're supposed to be following a certain law, and they're not. They're doing something, and it's hurting somebody, okay? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. They could be doing this because they say you don't pay them enough. Okay, so they're getting desperate now and they're just going to start hurting the animal, right? All right, hello everybody in the chat. Absolutely not, John. All right, so, yeah. Saying that you're not paying them enough. Chariot in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, 4 of Wands, Hierophant in reverse, King of Wands. So Spirit is definitely saying, like, you might not know what to do right now, but once you get the ball rolling, somebody might help you. Like, you might put your neighbors on alert or something like that. Put cameras up in your house. Cameras are the best thing, but they can't always watch, or, like, you know, you might have to do your own surveillance for a while and follow them, even though I know you don't want to. That's the thing, is somebody doesn't want to have to do that. But I mean, if it's making sense to you and you feel like it's happening, then Spirit's like, if that kind of shit comes to you that says you might want to follow your dog walker, but then you go, well, I've got something else to do that's more important. Spirit's like, you have to fight for them. Okay, you have to fight for them. Okay, because they can't really fight for themselves. So if this makes sense, definitely give it a go. Okay, that was kind of an in and out quick message. Now let's say hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Because it's Friday Night Delight. All right, last message. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, people. Always for entertainment purposes only. Here we go. Blow somebody's mind, Spirit. Blow somebody's mind. All right. Give me something. Here we go. Egg. All right. Somebody might be pregnant. Might be keeping something hidden. Secretly. They don't want to tell anybody. Like, you know, when she finds out that she's got that little thing in her stomach, she doesn't tell anybody. Somebody could be deceiving you. Ooh. Nature in reverse. All right, somebody could be secretly trying to get pregnant. Like, I watched this story, and these inmates, same jail, and the guy would send his gift to the girl on the other side of the jail through the air vent. She would put his gift inside, and it was like it took 3 weeks or something like that for them to conceive a baby, like through cum lines, literally. Okay, so like totally against nature, totally against all the rules, and they made it work. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you've got like a young daughter or something like that, and you think there's no way she can get pregnant. Trust me, she can get pregnant, okay? If she has that time of month, she can get pregnant. Nature will take its course. And somebody thinks there's no way that can happen to my daughter. She's shy. She doesn't talk to anybody. Well, trust me, it's the shy ones and the ones that don't say anything. Those are the ones that you have to watch out the most. My sister was one of those people. And I still tell people, you got to watch out for her because she's fucking quiet. She doesn't say anything. And they're like, yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. And once she says something, I'm like, no, you don't understand. She doesn't speak. Therefore, when she does speak or when she does decide to say something, it's going to blow your fucking mind. Okay? It's going to blow your fucking mind. Nobody ever thinks my sister is who she is. Let me tell you. They all paint a different picture with her. And they give it all to me because I'm loud. And I'm like, really? That's your fucking reason? Because I'm loud? No. It's the quiet ones you really got to watch out for. Somebody could secretly be pregnant. Now I'm getting an SVU episode where these 12-year-old girls, one of them gives birth in the bathroom and puts the baby in the garbage because she doesn't know what else to do. Like a 12-year-old, and the mom and dad never knew. Look at that, animal instincts in reverse. Those parents never knew. Like, I mean, I know it's a show, but like it happens more than you think. That shit happens on fucking news where you see a baby dumped in another dumpster because some fucking 12-year-old had a baby and she's terrified of what her parents are gonna do. Like, plus, and trust me, wrap those little boys too, okay? It's not just the girls, it's what the boys are doing, okay? Like, there's no harm in saying once you see a little color down there, a little hair down there, you might just want to start giving them condoms just for the fucking sake of it, okay? It's not for him to use, but it's for any situation where he all of a sudden gets into and he wants to do it, and he's like, oh, hey, my dad gave me like 100, so I can now actually use them. Like, be smart about this shit, like, use your animal instincts. Use them properly. Don't just shut your child down because they're quiet or they play piano and they're never like that. Those are the ones that find love in the weirdest places, okay? Like, honestly. And here we go, like literally the sex card, okay? Hellraiser, the best sexual experience ever to the point where they break themselves in half. I'm telling you, somebody wants to have sex and somebody doesn't think it's possible. Like, something's going on here. Okay, ice in reverse. Someone's got to break the ice and talk to their kid. Children of the night. Oh my fuck. I'm telling you, somebody's fucking kid is pregnant. Or they're like, and it's the ice, like you've iced them out. Like it's like you're giving them excuses without asking them first. Like, oh, there's no way. Oh, there's no way. And you know what? With those little girls that all got busted, like every single one of their parents was like, no, that's not her. She's got straight A's. No, that's not my daughter. There's no way my daughter's sexually active. And fucking one of them was wrong because that baby belonged to one of them. You know what I mean? So somebody's mother had it seriously twisted on what their daughter was doing. Okay, doesn't matter if they go to rich school. Doesn't matter that they fucking got kilts on. Doesn't matter how much you pay for their school. Boys are boys. Girls are girls. Show you mine, I'll show you yours. Like, like, come on, people. Come on. I told you Spirit was going to blow somebody's mind. Children of the night, seriously, children of the night. And those are like altar children. Again, doesn't matter if they're fucking fresh out the church. Doesn't matter if they go to they could be banging their boyfriend at the church after fucking church. You know what I mean? Where there's a will, there's a way. Trust me. Been there, done that. Maybe not 12 years old, maybe not in a church, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean. All right, here we go. Cat and dinner. Okay, so somebody just has to fucking rip the Band-Aid off, okay? Take your kid for dinner. They want to act like an adult. Get them a goddamn glass of wine. Sit them down and go, are you sexually active? Because I really feel like you are. And I've got kind of proof that you are, but I don't want to say that I do for sure because I want to ask you. If they say no, okay, well, here's a pregnancy test. And if you're not pregnant, awesome. But rumor has it that you are. I mean, you can either be cutthroat and just to the point, flat out. You can run, you can hide, but in 9 months, I swear to God, if that baby drops out of you, you're fucked for the next 80 years and you know it. Or we can have a sensible conversation. If you feel like you're an adult, go into the bathroom, piss on this stick, and whatever the result is, we will be adults and we will deal with it. Honestly, I do remember grade 11, my friend got pregnant and her dad took her to get her schmishmortioned. She was 16 years old. And I was like, your dad took you? She's like, damn right. And I'm like, good for you. Like, good for you. Not trying to be a 16-year-old mom. Good for your dad, you know, for not getting angry with you, paying for it, realizing that his daughter's been sexually active and he didn't do anything about it. So now he's got to pay the consequence like any father does, put her on birth control, and it never happened again. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be, if you want to be a parent just like they might be, then you know you gotta break the bridge gap of, like, you know, parent teacher confidentiality kind of thing. Like, you just gotta bust the door open and be like, what are you doing? I mean, tough parenting is tough parenting. Like, it's not all about love when all of a sudden there could be another one involved. People don't realize, like, especially little girls. You know how many little girls at my fucking high school ended up with kids? And do you know how many of those kids after the age of 16 and once they got to about 20, those kids were dead? Because of fucking fucked up things that happened and fucked up situations and fucking moms that didn't want to be moms and fucking dads that walked out, and like fucking half those kids didn't make it from high school. You know what I mean? So it's like, and the parents are still here and now they've got other families from, you know, having kids in their 30s and their kids aren't all fucked up. So having a kid when you're young, even if you want to be the best grandmother in the world, A, it's probably the worst idea ever because it's still your kid's kid. It's not yours. And B, I mean, it's a fucking soul. It's a child. It deserves to have a life and not a 16-year-old mom, you know, or a 14-year-old mom or a 12-year-old dad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, give them a goddamn chance, right? Give them a chance. Okay, and I'm just going to do one more message just because I can. Conspiracies, theories only. Woo! A cover-up, concrete facts. Somebody doesn't know what they're talking about. Scales of justice are evening out. Loser in reverse. The losers are now winners. You know how that works. You win some, you lose some. But now you're not a loser. Fight or flight with hot. Okay, so maybe somebody tried to cover up something that you've been fighting for, and you're not a loser. You're not somebody that gives up. You're somebody who fights for the truth. You fight for fairness. You fight for equality. You fight for the scales. And you got hot. Like, you got hot to try. Like how hot I get when I do these readings, when I channel. I swear to God. Like, that's how hot somebody gets when they fight for whatever this thing is that everybody else just thinks, you know, people want to hate. Okay? You get this great idea, and then somebody just goes, what? Who the fuck do you think you are, motherfucking Teresa? And it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Somebody that I give a shit about? Like, honestly, it's always just got to be that one person. You know, but I swear it's that one person that like keeps us going. It's that one person where we're like, I know you're watching and I know you fucking hate that I'm doing this right now. And that's why I keep doing it. Because yes, I do love it, but I also love the fact that people hate that I do it. And that's also like, man, who talks about that a lot? I think that's like Snack. Is that Snack? I feel like it's Snack. It was like so many people didn't want to do it. So it's like, it is. It's like, because when you follow your dreams, you become an actor, or you rap, or you fucking go independent, or you are, or something like that. So many people around you get so angry with that. And it's so funny that people can get so angry, because if they actually knew how hard it was to like go independent and do it alone and not have some fucking big man fucking sending you paychecks every week and fucking paying your rent and shit, if they actually knew how hard it was to make it, I don't think they would say shit. I think they would shut their fucking mouth and let people succeed. But because they don't try and do anything with their life. Oh, because mommy walked out or daddy left them or blah, 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 whatever the fuck they want to say. Life did them wrong. They want to tear down the ones whose fucking lives have already been destroyed. We've already come back from the dead. But no, oh, have I pissed you off for just living? You know, oh, okay, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, so I should just end my career because you don't like me today? Like, really? I'd rather slit my fucking wrists than do something that somebody wanted me to do that I would rather kill myself instead of do. I mean, really, honestly. Like, at one point in time, my stepmother had me in the car, and I was staying with them temporarily after I found out that I had scoliosis. So I was like really trying to figure out like what to do with my back because it was really bad. And she was like, in order to stay at her house, I'd only been there for like, I don't know, a couple days. She was like, you have to sign up for school. You have to sign up for school. You can't live under my roof. You have to do something with yourself. Sign up for school. Do something. And I was like, she gave me a panic attack. And as I was having this panic attack and fucking freaking out, losing my mind and feeling like my heart was going to like fucking, and like, this was only like, I don't know, maybe like 8 years ago or something like that. I was a full-blown adult, by the way. And it was either have a panic attack and almost pass out myself or jump over the seat and kill her. Thus, my father running off the road and killing us all. Like, people don't understand when they chirp and chirp and chirp and try to control you. What that does to a sociopath is like, I mean, the restraint that you have to hold back, because that's what I'll usually do is I'll cry. I'll hyperventilate and cry, because if I do what I really want to do, I would have been in jail already for like my whole life. I think I probably would have killed my parents. Like, I think 16, I probably would have done it. And now that I realize what they really did to me and how much they manipulated me, and then, you know, the abuse, the molestation, the fucking melodramatic fucking sociopath of a fucking, you know, stepmother that I had to deal with, and a fucking, you know, everything I had to deal with, I probably would have been able to get away with it. Like, now that I see it, I would have been like, fuck. Like, I would have been able to get away with it. Like, I had a chance to kill my stepfather, and he's the main one, you know, he's the one that like did everything to me that like completely shifted my whole reality. And I had the chance to kill him when I was 16, and I called 911 instead, and I saved his life. And I don't know why I did that. And I think I saved his life because I'm the bigger person. And he fucked me when I was 3 years old, fucked my whole life up. And I chose to save his life while he destroyed mine. And to be liberated, to be able to say that and know that I did the right thing. I saved his ass my whole fucking life when I could have put him behind bars. I saved his life when he was just about to die. And then I only said something once the motherfucker was 27 hours away from me, and I couldn't just get to him with a gun. I saved his life too many times. And I think that the ones that are awake, I think the ones that do this shit, the tarot readers, the ones that are fucking, schizophrenic fucking channeling, angels of the world that know exactly what's going on, that literally are out there trying to help people, while other people are just sitting at home going, fuck you, you deserve to die? Really? Already seen death, and he didn't touch me. So what the fuck are you gonna do to me? It's like, people don't know how fucking crazy other people are. They don't. And I think if they did know, they would shut their fucking mouths and just go about their business. But because they push and they push and they push, they end up 6 feet under the ground, and we end up in another town. Because that's how karma fucking goes. No matter what, that's how karma goes. And it's just however long it takes. Right? You decide that you want to do something that liberates you, that sets the scales of justice, that says, fuck you. I don't give a shit that you're not behind bars. I'm still going to tell everybody what you did. And I don't care if anybody listens. I don't care if anybody believes me. Because that's really what it is. It's like, it doesn't matter if anybody believes me. Why the fuck do I care if you believe me? I'm the one that went through it. I'm the one that's got the scars. I'm the one that's got the visions. I'm the one that's got that motherfucker in my head. You tell me it didn't happen? Pfft. I want to see you right here, right now, in front of my fucking face. You tell me it didn't happen. Because it's so fucking funny and so easy to squawk at people and to fucking get at people from a phone, from a fucking screen, right? But to get in their face, people fucking piss their pants. They're going to walk away from, they're going to go run and scream. My own fucking stepmother won't look me in the eye. You know why she won't look me in the eye? Because she's a fucking pathological liar. She fucked with me just like everybody else did. But I'm the crazy one, right? Because I choose to talk about it. When you choose to talk about it, it means you're over it or you're getting through it or whatever, It's when you're not talking about it, that's the problem. You're holding it back. She won't talk about it. Oh, it hurts her too much. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. You can't psychologically fuck a child up, and then that child comes to you 30 years later and goes, why did you do that? And you turn around and you say, I'm sorry, this hurts me too much to talk to you about? Oh, my bad. It's gonna hurt you. Okay, I'm sorry. Because this whole time you've been fucking with me, so I thought it was about me. But, okay, again, it's about you, right? Just like everything's about you, but we're the crazy ones? No. Nope. I call no on that shit. If you ain't ready to if you're not ready to fight for your shit, if you're not ready to stand up for what you believe in, literally, not figuratively, not, oh yeah, no, I know, okay, I've got your back. If you can't stand up for it and get burned by it, this reading is not for you, okay? This is something you stand up and you get burned for. And once they burn you for it, you stand there and go, you got anything else to say? Because your burns don't hurt me anymore. I'm gone far beyond past nerve damage at this point, okay? Far beyond nerve damage, okay? People are dumb. They're fucked. Something, honestly, it really happened in somebody's house, okay? And you need to haul it and forget it and shatter that shit. Because let me tell you, they ain't half as fucking strong as you. This person can live with this forever. It doesn't matter. As long as you get rid of it, you're not the one that has to take it with you on the other side. Look at this. Poison, toxic. Man, this person is so toxic, and the truth and nothing but the truth in reverse. This person, all they do is lie. That's all they do. And I bet you any money, they're telling people that you're the one that does this shit. You're the one that causes trouble. You're the one that does all this. Like, it's always the fucking victim that always ends up being the one that takes the blame for the fucking pedophile in the room, for the abuser in the room. And it's sad. It sucks. Like, it's shit that, like, man, people fucking look at the hangman. I swear to God, like, you ever seen, what is that? Bagul. Sinister? Like, the little girl hangs her whole family? Trust me. Like, fuck with a kid and never make it right, watch that kid grow up and fucking break you. And it's like it's not even in a physical way. It's like they can do it in a physical way if you want. You can fucking, that's the thing about this shit, is like whatever it is that you do to your parents, whatever it is that you do, you could walk up with a baseball bat and smash all of his shit. Guess what? He can't do fucking nothing. Just like my stepfather. My stepfather can't do shit. I could walk up into his house and set his house on fire. He can't do a single fucking thing. And that's what happens. Look at all the oldies and the goodies. Oh, was it the oldies and the goodies? Because I don't really think it was that good in my mind. But maybe it was in your mind because you're replaying over and over and over. Diddy, fucking loser. Look at Hex. I do feel like these people that do this shit to kids and stuff, like, I do feel like there's a presence in them, you know, like there's narcissists, like there's something in them, you know, that does this shit to kids, that does this. It's not just fucking normal people that would fuck over a kid. Like I would never have even thought of that. Like what kind of fucking disgusting fucking psychopath fucking even touches a kid, even gets turned on by a kid, even fucking wants anything to do with a kid sexually? That's fucking disgusting. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, oh, that's disgusting. You know, like, oh, like I don't know, man. Like fucking, I'd almost draw the line on a midget because I'd be like, bro, you're too small. You look like a kid. Like, that's just gonna hex me from like heaven's sake, you know? Like, look at that cup in reverse. Like, you know, this is a bad reading. But, like, it's the bad ones that always come out. Work in reverse. Yeah, you gotta love that. Fucking work in reverse. Honestly, bully. There is definitely somebody that, like, is they've almost made it a career to fuck with you. Okay, and I think that time is going to change. Okay, there's the werewolf with fuel. So I think you've got to step into your werewolf power and get this fucking person away from you now. Because they are a one-sided, obnoxious piece of shit. And they are fucking ruining everything. And they don't deserve to be under your house. They don't deserve to be under your roof with you. They don't. They don't. They're an abuser. And abusers deserve to be on the streets with nobody. You know how I know that? Because I've lived on the streets. Have you? Because if you have, you would know that the only people that you would ever want to wish to live on the streets is motherfuckers like this. Lighthouse, help is near. Honestly, when I decided to really talk about what my stepfather did, I went straight to the police and made a case. And made my whole statement, did everything. And she was like, okay, well, now what are you going to do? Like, do you want to press charges? Do you want to move forward? Like, what is it that you want to do? Because at that point in time, like, my stepfather was almost 80 years old. And he was not reoffending that we knew about. So in order to put him, he wouldn't go behind bars. He would get house arrest. And even that at his age. And I'm like, honestly, he's 80 years old. He lives in bumfuck nowhere with a fucking wife that hates him and a life that he hates. He's in jail already. The only thing I needed to do was make the report so it was there. And that's it. And that's what I realized in the end, because I was like, why did I go through this? Why did I fucking tell the detectives if nothing can happen? This motherfucker can't go to jail. Well, I did it because it's written down now and shit had to change. Right? Like, when you find the fuel to go and talk to a cop and be like, you just have to write my statement down. That's it. I just need to tell somebody, I need to say it, and then I need to walk out and I want to leave it there. And it was so weird because that day that I went and I made my full statement and I spoke to them, my sister was outside waiting in the car. And when I got out, I came running out in a panic because I got really bad news after everything and I was having a panic attack. And she was like, you have no idea what just happened above the police station. And I'm like, what? Like what? And she's like, this bum walked by. She's like, this homeless old ass lady walked by. She said something. She made me look up at the building, and she's like, this huge light shot up into the sky. And she's like, and it stayed open, she's like, for quite a while. And I knew that when that light opened on top of that cop station was exactly when I told those detectives everything he did to me. And once I told them, it was off my shoulders. I didn't have to ever think about it again. It was on to cops. I didn't have to fucking think about any more details. I didn't have to go over my story. I didn't have to do anything. They knew it all, and I walked away, and the fucking sky opened, and I've never felt better in my life. I'm not gonna lie, I've never felt better in my life, because when these sharks are around and they're lurking around you, and it's your fucking parents or your step parents or your fucking brother or your aunt or your uncle, whoever the fuck it is, right? When you open up that door, it's gonna change everything. You have to be prepared for everything to change. But that's the thing, is clearly something is not working the way that it's going right now. And if it's not working the way that it's working right now, then something has to change before you fucking die. And that's not a joke. That's not going to happen to me. Trust me. You hold skeletons in the closet for this long while you're sitting and you're looking at them. I'm just saying, from somebody who's been there, done that, I mean, I'm not going to walk to that bridge again. And the only reason why I would walk to that bridge, if that motherfucker came walking into my life again. Because ever since I kicked them out, all of the abusers, ever since that happened, a pure kick out, like 100%, don't fucking speak to me again, did my life change. Because they were holding me back. Fear. Right? They were holding me back. They were making me not speak what happened. They were trying to get me to hold on to their husbands, and they didn't want to be alone without their wives. And that's my husband, and I love them, and you're taking away my life. And oh, really? I'm taking away your life after your husband decided to rape my whole existence. I'm taking away your life? No. But people are super crazy, and they're more suicidal than you, clearly, and more insane than you, and they will stay with their abusers. They will stay with people who hurt their children because they're their husbands, and what else are they supposed to do? Are you expect them to get a 1-bedroom apartment all by themselves and do the right thing when they can live in a 3-bedroom house and have their pedophile husband with them and their kids never around? Like, of course some fucking stupid-ass fucking bitch woman is gonna do that. Like, it's honestly, like, my mother left me for money, because when my stepfather dies, he's going to have money, and the ironic thing is, he's still not dead, and she's just out there living life with them, fucking, and she is anything. Like, I mean, my God, after I saw her after like 10 years being isolated with him out there, they were just getting drunk basically by themselves in separate rooms, and it was like, this is your marriage? Like, this is what it's come to? Like, you don't even speak to each other anymore? Like, really? Like, and you would rather hold on and house your abusive alcoholic husband than help your daughters and get rid of him? Like, wow, but women will do petty things for money. They'll do petty things for love, and they will go against their children for dick. They will. Even my own aunt turned away from me because my mother had to help her financially. So she couldn't talk to me anymore because my mother had to help her. So she lynched me. That's what we call it, black on black lynching. She got fucking abused by her own father. She knows exactly what I went through, and she fucking lynched me. She fucking turned around, she walked away, and she slammed the door behind her. And honestly, I'm better off without her. I really didn't like her. She was very fucking crazy and neurotic, and just everything is about her, and she pops 100 pills a day, and I can't really be around women like that. Like, I've been through the ringer, and these women won't even admit what their own husbands have done. They won't get off the Ritalin. They won't stop taking their fucking pills, and I'm like, you need to fucking like detox your whole system and smoke some weed and get some truth into you. Like so many people, they're like 60, 70 years old. They fucking are absolutely traumatized by something that happened to them. And they're still popping their pills, staying quiet, not trying to figure out why they are the way that they are. But their husbands are taking care of them or someone's keeping them fucking sane so they can act as neurotic as they want because, you know, somebody's covering up for them. There's always a husband that will cover up a fucking woman's mass destruction, even if she doesn't hurt her kids, even if she does fucking do things she's not supposed to do. A husband will cover it up if he is a fucking bastard to his kids. And like most fucking people don't want kids. And that's really how it comes out. Like they can fucking talk a big talk and say they want kids. No, they fucking don't. It's all fun and games in the beginning until they realize that they have a fucking life to take care of. Like my mother never wanted to feed me. She never wanted to take care of me. She never wanted to hang out with me. She never wanted to talk to me. She was the worst mother. She was an alcoholic drunk. She fucking hit me all the time. Like she didn't want kids. Oh, and then when I was like 20 years old, no, maybe 25, I went away with them and I met them at this hotel. And my mother got drunk like usual because she's an alcoholic. And she said to me and my sister, she goes, oh, we were talking about kids or something like that. And she was like, oh, well, if I had to do it again, I wouldn't even have kids. And then she looked at my sister and I, and like my sister and I looked at each other, and I was like, I don't even think she knows like who she's talking to right now. Like, I think she's fucking lost it. Like, I think she's like, you know, she's come to some type of realization that my sister and I are not her daughters and that we're like her BFFs and she can just tell us whatever she wants. I'm like, yo, you're still my mother. Like, no, you can't just tell me that and like things are just gonna like be okay the next day. Like, I never looked at it the same way after that. I was like, that's fucking brutal. Like, that was probably like almost 20. No, not 20. I had to have been 30. I feel like I was 30. Maybe 10 years ago now. I don't know. Fucking parents, man, I tell you. Someone's got fucked up parents like I do. I know they do. Or there's no way I would be talking about it right now. I don't talk about this kind. I do talk about my personal shit, but only if it's an analogy with the reading. Like, I'm not here to talk about everything that happened to me as a fucking child. If it has to do with the reading, then I'll say, hey, yeah, by the way, something like this happened to me as a kid and it was fucked up. But, like, I generally don't like to speak about. I'm very embarrassed at my family and how they treated me and the life that we had. Like, I'm genuinely, like, embarrassed by their demeanor and their attitude and what they've done over the years. So, like, I don't want to talk. I'm not proud of them. I'm not, like... I'm so disgusted by them and like, oh man, I've contemplated like hurting them in so many different ways for what they've done to me. So I don't really like talking about them, to be honest. I mean, who the fuck wants to talk about somebody they don't like? But like, they're my parents and they raised me for, 20 years. So all my analogies basically revolve a lot around my parents. So anyways, oh my God, 2:22 on the clock. Woo! I just caught it. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm trying, like something's getting caught in my throat. That was a really big last reading for me. I get really, like, the pedophile readings really hit hard with me. I'm very, like, I'm not angry about it, but I'm heated. I get heated talking about pedophiles because it's something that like needs to really be talked about more and exposed way more than what it is. And it just seems to be covered up so much. And it just really irks me. So like that last reading really took it out on me. And like a lot of my family does not believe what my stepfather did. And like, honestly, it's a very like, it's still traumatic, but I can talk about it. But it's still traumatic to be like when somebody, if somebody is to say something and you don't believe them, like, because when somebody says like, hey, listen, that person touched me. When somebody opens up and says that, never fucking say, are you sure? Honestly, or like, really, because that person's so nice, or like, honestly, like, I'm just saying, like, I mean, if somebody tells you something, they tell you for a reason, because there's no, are you sure? Trust me, it's probably taken them fucking 10 years to tell you. So yes, they are sure. When somebody tells you they've been fucked around with, they are sure about it. People don't lie about that shit. you know, that's for like desperate housewives and girlfriends that can't keep their boyfriends, make up little lies like that. People don't expose family secrets like that as a motive. That's more like relationship motive kind of thing, not family expose and shit. So like if someone tells you something, it's not motivation to get you back if it has to do with their family. Like they tell you for reals. So personal experience, okay? So yeah, we're gonna, because like, you know, I need to smoke some weed and chill the fuck out after that. And I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you subscribe to the channel, even though it's just I look like a crazy psycho. But, you know, that's just the way that I am. And I'm all like hot, and I'm probably going to have a shower now. And like my hair is frizzy, and it feels like I'm in the Dominican Republic right now in my room. But anyways, you know, it's just regular channeling day for Whitney. So yeah, peace out. Have a good one. To all your newbies, welcome, and I hope you all stay. Okay, I'm not really this crazy. It's just this is what pedophiles do to me. So, all right, peace, y'all. Have a good night. End this. There we go.